Well, it is Randy down at Cupcake Market Farms in beautiful Texas City. Good morning to each and every one of you garden lovers. Here I am. I want to go and make a channel that not only focuses on growing food at home, but also gives us in-depth knowledge, or at least all I can find, on the nutrients behind the vegetables that we grow, the vegetables you want to grow, and that what makes it great for our bodies. It's like this beautiful bok choy. What makes bok choy so delicious? You know? That's going to be my goal this summer as I create videos. Toss that back in the soil. I'm going to do in-depth details about the nutrient values of, say, bok choy, arugula, cucumbers, tomatoes, beets, anything and everything that we grow in our garden. I want to be able to provide that so that we all have an understanding of what it is truly from farm to our table is all about. And that is exactly the approach that we do down here in Texas City. Now, with that said, I'm going to hush up and I'm just going to give us a quick view of the garden, and I'll get out of everyone's way. And here we are. That bok choy is absolutely going beautifully. I came out this morning to find a couple of them actually went to flower, which is really a surprise in my opinion because they're still so young. Of course, I have garlic growing here as well as ginger. Some more piled up tight bok choy. Got my delicious winter beets because, oh my Lord, I love my beets. Folks, you know I have 4 or 5 Roma tomato plants, some husky cherry tomatoes growing in the greenhouse. We just sold 18 pounds out of this short row, which is only 22 feet, of arugula. The mixed greens, we almost got down to the end of that, but we were sold out. These here, unfortunately, I'm going to have to turn over. They got a little too tall. Green beans, we've harvested 3 times out of that, about 25 pounds total, believe it or not. And then, of course, more arugula, more greens is what we have down here. My wife's gorgeous flower bed where she likes to grow sunflowers and other beautiful edibles. Tomato plant randomly. We came out this morning to, 40s, I guess. So I kind of zipped up the greenhouse a little bit. I have all my seedlings in there, my tomatoes, lettuce is looking beautiful, basil. In fact, yesterday I met with a restaurant. I won't call their name yet until they've signed the dotted line, but they want 8 pounds of basil. No. 30 pounds of basil a month, but they want it like in 8 pounds every Wednesday or something like that. So, of course, I closed up my greenhouse. Oh, it's toasty in here today. Cucumbers look happy. Our tomato seedlings are just absolutely loving life. Peppers on this side, of course. I got a tray of jalapeno, some bell pepper, more tomatoes. I got some basil already growing, oregano next to it because, I love my herbs. And now that we have that at a restaurant, it's Italian. I won't call their name yet. Oh, we had our first okra. Actually, I hear the chickens in the background. Actually, forgive me, folks. I'm going to walk you through the garden, through the back side of the greenhouse. There's our first winter okra. Look at that. Isn't that she a beauty queen? And I love it because our salad lettuces, or I should say our iceberg lettuce heads, they're really starting to pull their shape. I'm really excited by this because it just seems like they've taken their time to grow. And I believe it's, 60 to 70 days, and it's already been at least 40. And I really don't have much to show for it. A few of them have died along the way, and that's okay, I guess. But, of course, these here are all earmarked for a restaurant down the road as well. Always do your best to stay above the weeds in your garden, folks. But I promise you, I'm praying, or I shouldn't say I am praying that what I bring to you guys is educational, especially the nutritional value of our food. The organic way that we grow it. I'm also going to show you a beautiful setup of amendments that I use in my soil each and every time that we roll over a bed. That just ensures that all of the nutrients that are needed for them chickens are making a lot of noise in the background. All the nutrients that are needed for our plants to grow, whether it's tomato, corn, it doesn't matter. Just want to make sure they have everything they need. So stay with me in my journey in 2026, as this will be our last year doing part-time gardening, and in 2027 we will become full-time farmers on our small grow. From our farm to restaurants and even to your table. We look forward to meeting each and every one of you.